Hey y'all, it's the weekend and
get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks.
I wanted to try a new foundation with you guys. It's been a minute, but I needed a foundation to go in my toiletry bag. That's not true. In my travel makeup bag. And my Fit Me foundation is a trusty go-to, so I could always throw that in, but I haven't explored in a while, and I'm kind of almost out of the Fit Me, I think. Maybe more than halfway down. I have another foundation, which is this one right here. It's the CoverGirl True Blend Matte. Okay. Now, this is a Dewy Smooth. I actually like the Dewy Smooth better. You can kind of see the difference in color here. Okay. But sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say this comes out a little dark. But I found this. This is the Revlon Colorstay Longwear in the color of 370. Okay. And looking at all three of them side by side, I put the Fit Me in the middle. Okay, and this is the new one. It's looking a little closer to the Fit Me. Maybe like a little lighter, but we're gonna try it out and see. Now, I gotta use a better quality concealer. So I have the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Pretty sure I've shown that before, I think. I don't know. And then recently I picked up the NYX Bear With Me, what's it called? The Prime and Set. So I'm gonna just take this beauty blender and blend out my concealer. I don't know why I was looking over there when I definitely have a mirror below me. But y'all, I'm about to hit these streets for a hot second. I need to get the rest of Khaleesi's school supplies, maybe a few outfits for her to start school. Nothing too crazy. And then I really just want to get some plants, y'all. Speaking of which, so I haven't did a garden update in a minute because I had to not charge it to the game, but I had to make some adjustments with the garden. So what had happened was, it was the pests, y'all. I couldn't handle the pests, and what was attacking my plants was fungus gnats. So this is in the color of Toast. I'm gonna put some of this on the back of my hand, see what we're working with, and that looks pretty good. Did I shake this up? I don't know, because it came out like a little watery. Nah, it's just a little watery. It says that it's for normal to dry skin, and I can have like dry skin at times. I don't know what the coverage was. Let me see if it said it on the... It does have sunscreen in it, hyaluronic acid. Dang, the way it's... I'm not sure what kind of brush I want to use for this. I'm going to use this stippling brush. This is by Precision Beauty. But back to what I was just talking about. Okay, so I started to see flies in the house, right? Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, I started to see flies in the house, and it wasn't like one or two flies. It was like we're under attack. Okay, this is gonna give me like a light coverage. Yeah, so I started seeing like an excessive and alarming amount of flies. Right now, we all know what's happening in the world right now. It's hot outside, okay? It's like hot outside. And in the South, you know, I live with the wilderness. So in the summertime, the bugs try to get in. I don't care what kind of house you think you got. I don't care where you think you live. In the South, the bugs are gonna find a way in. I mean, bugs can find a way in anywhere. I'm just saying, when you live close to them like I do, or if you're in an area where you live like by wooded, like in a heavily wooded area or something like that, of course. But it's just different here. These bugs are different here in the South. They're huge. I can't even just get into it, okay? And we live across the street. Not directly across, I always say that we live across the street from the farm, but if you like go out of our house and go to the corner, the farm is right there, okay? They grow all kinds of things all year round. So you just kind of never know, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna get. But when it gets hot outside, them bugs be trying to get in your house. They try to get in your house. Lizards try to get in your house. And I say try like they don't make it in. They do make it in, okay? Now, everybody knows on this channel, well, you should know. Well, if you're new here, you might not know, but I have a cat, okay? I think a cat is a wonderful investment for people who live in the South because it is like natural pest control, okay? You have a cat running around, you're not gonna have too many of anything, because I remember when we didn't have the cat compared to now, I see far less lizards, okay? Far less creatures in general with the cat. So anyway, it's normal for you to have more flies in your house when it is going to be like a super hot summer. However, like I said, this was like an alarming amount. I think I'm gonna leave it like this because this is giving me like a light coverage, and I'm liking that. One thing I will say about this is it dries kind of fast. This is Maybelline. It's very bright, but I'm gonna go ahead and rock it anyway. So the bugs try to get in your house, right? It was an alarming amount of flies, and I was like, I just don't understand where the flies are coming from, because y'all, I just can't, I can't tell you. It was like, is there like food that like, are they attracted to some food in the, we emptying the trash can, we doing all kinds of stuff, y'all, just trying to find the source, right? I'm like, I gotta clean the refrigerator out. I don't know. Like, I just, if there's food anywhere, let me go check Khaleesi's room, because you know, toddlers, she ain't no toddler. You know, kids, they do weird stuff, right? They be hiding stuff, and you know, you don't never know, right? So I was like, let me go check Khaleesi's room, right? Let me just make sure. I couldn't find nothing. So I went over there by the plants one day because I seen like a fly go over there or something. And when I went over there and I started like hitting the plants, when I tell you, I felt like it was like a swarm of flies, y'all. I just couldn't believe it because I had just been over there and I did not see this many flies. So I'm like, oh my God, they're attracted to the food because I was growing food. And I thought that that was a thing, but I'm like, but I don't understand how they got in the house. Are they just getting in the house and they're multiplying? Because usually house flies, they don't last in your house because they eat too much stuff and then they start flying slow when you catch them, right? But these flies have a little bit of oomph in them, right? So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't understand. Anyway, to make a long story short, y'all, they are fungus gnats, okay? Fungus gnats are essentially baby flies. And the reason why it's attractive, it's not even because it's food, it's because of the soil. So when that soil gets moist, like that's what they're attracted to. So I don't even know if the flies was like laying eggs over there or whatever, but they like that moistness. So some of the things they told you on the internet, or they say on the internet to try to prevent these fungus gnats is don't overwater your plants and yada 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 yada. And then I even got some all natural organic pesticide, and you know, I tried the things, but at the end of the day, you growing food in your house, it's gonna be some bugs as far as them plants, right? You're gonna have to do pest control. And you know what? I just wasn't beat anymore. I didn't want to grow no more food because I have one house plant, y'all, but I have a house plant, and I've only ever had an issue with the house plant once, and it had to do with like regular gnats because I had some fruit and I guess it was going bad. I don't even remember the fruit like going bad, but I remember, you know, you have fruit and you don't eat it right away, it's always a risk for fruit flies, right? So gnats. And I don't know, maybe one day the gnat flew over there because I had the plant hanging over the sink in my kitchen, right? It's just beautiful there. It's like my house has an addition on it, right? So there's a window at the sink that leads to the game room. The game room was an addition. So that window used to lead to the backyard and you could look out into the backyard, right? So there's a window there and I just had the plant hanging there and I'm gonna hang it back over there. But I need like the McMurray, is that what it's called? I don't know. But I bumped it or something and then like all these gnats flew off. I was like, what the heck? But it had to do with the fruit that we had over there and not necessarily that plant. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I know you can get certain kind of bugs and stuff from certain plants, but those fungus gnats, I can't do that. I can't. It was too intense. So, what did I do? I took them outside. That's what I did. I took them plants outside. And let me tell you something. After a few days outside, y'all, when I tell you them plants was thriving outdoors, because you know it's like rainy season, yada, 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 right? So then I get ready to go on my business trip. I come back, everything dead. Everything dead except for the rosemary. Is it rosemary or the thyme? But everything is dead except for that one, y'all. Apparently, that one is a thug, okay? Because whatever the other ones couldn't handle, it could. So that one's still doing pretty good. But the rest of them, when I tell you that heat burnt them up, even though it was raining and doing all that, and they were getting water, and they were getting plenty of sunlight, just like it said that they should, the heat took them out the game, y'all. Straight up. And you know what? I said, since, what is it, the rosemary? I think it's the rosemary. I said, since the rosemary is still alive, I'm gonna just fool with the rosemary and I'm gonna try to keep it alive. But as far as bringing the others back to life, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But whatever I do, food gonna be outside, okay? Now, I don't know how that's gonna work because creatures be outside too, and obviously there are some things that are more sensitive than others and still require a lot of attention. And I was doing okay giving the plants the attention. I just can't fight for my life every day, okay, with these bugs. So that's all it boiled down to, y'all. So it is what it is. So I have the foundation on, y'all. I'm just continuing with my normal makeup routine. What do y'all think about this foundation? I would say that it's like a light to medium coverage, like with one application. Again, I do not know if it's buildable, but I like the coverage that it gave me because I'm just going to hit these streets really quick. And you know what I'm saying? I don't need a lot anyway. I'm not big on wearing like a lot of foundation anymore like I used to be. I am going to use the Maybelline Fit Me in medium deep. This is the loose finishing powder, and it says you could use it to finish your makeup or use it standalone. So I think my makeup looks good with the light coverage thus far. What y'all think? Like, for real, what you think about this foundation? Okay, so now this is what it looks like. Hold up, G7 Mark II. Hey! I don't know, it look a little dark, but it's not though. It looks dark, but it's not. I picked up a lot with that brush. So I'm gonna just, ooh, I like this. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. Yep, I like it. It's like a perfect match to what I got going on right now. Ooh, I never tried like powder just by itself. Like I never tried it really like, you know, like really tried it. So I think I might try it with this one because this seems like it's a perfect match. I just don't be wanting to look ashy because I be seeing some people who be wearing just like powder and they be looking ashy, and I don't like that. All right, y'all. So the next time y'all see me, my whole face will be done.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the